Hey there, you're watching Go Island, the Sproat Lake Regatta edition.
Aaron Vissia Financial Go Island is brought to you by Aaron Vissia Financial.
Well, hello there. You are watching Go Island. We are talking about the revival of the great Sproat Lake Regatta, an event that was held here for many, many years. Boating enthusiasts, lake enthusiasts loved it. It was a great time. It was famous right across the province and much of the west coast of North America. And here to tell us a little bit about it is Joe Van Bergen. And Joe, you've been wanting to revive this for a while.
You bet. I was originally in the original regatta in 1953 and been involved in it up until, and then it closed up in 1962, and now we're trying to revive it again. And we've had up to 5,000 people at that time at the regatta, so I hope we can bring that number back into the valley.
Oh, I'm sure you can. Now, for those of you who don't know what a regatta is, this is a boating festival of sorts.
It certainly is, and we're hoping to have every type of boat that you can imagine. We're having the dragon boats, we're having the native canoes, we're going to have stand-up paddle boards, right up to drag boats at 200 miles an hour.
200 miles an hour, oh my goodness. Really?
Yes, that's what they promised.
Now, a regatta is a boat race, a race.
Yeah, basically a race, but it's also a display. We're also going to have the Nanaimo bathtubers up here putting on a show with their bathtubs, because their regatta is the following week to ours, and they want a little promotion too.
Well, I don't blame them. In fact, we've got a Shaw team member, a Shaw programmer from Nanaimo is in the boat races there, so I'm going to be cheering for her during that.
Oh, good.
Now, the regatta here is planned for July 19th and 20th, 2014, and there's a lot going on, isn't there?
Yes, we're starting off on the Friday on the 18th with a show and shine at the Chev dealership on Johnson Road, where we'll be showing all our race boats there, and they'll also be doing safety checks so they're ready to go for Saturday morning.
And I know there is an amazing raffle, a fundraising raffle.
Oh, yeah, that's
You're going to
great.
want these tickets.
By WestJet have donated 2 tickets anywhere they fly, and we're selling them off at $5 each, and we've got 2,000 printed, so it's it's not very much of a gamble. It's a good number, little number, a lesser number than the lotto.
What you're saying is there's a pretty good chance to win.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, there's so much going on during the regatta that we're not going to be able to tell you all about it, but there's a Facebook page and there's a website. You can find out all the information, and you don't even know where it's happening other than it's on Sproat Lake, and you're going to be surprised. So we're going to talk again in another minute or two, but first off, we're going to follow Jose Araujo as he heads off to the lacrosse court. Well, welcome back. You are still watching Go Island. We are still out here in the sunshine at Sproat Lake talking about the Sproat Lake Regatta, which is being planned for July 19th and 20th this summer. And we are at a different location, a location that might surprise you. This is Smith's Landing. Now, you might not recognize it because a lot of work has been done here since you've probably seen it last. And that is all thanks to the good folks at Island Timberlands who answered the call from the Regatta Association when they said, you know, we don't really want to tie up the boat launch on July 19th and 20th because that's a busy time on Sproat Lake. And so they sent in a request, and this area was developed just for them. And Ray Nass is going to tell us about it. Ray, this is quite amazing what they've done.
Hi, Nancy. Yeah, we're really thrilled. We have they've pretty well doubled our location site here by adding this piece of land. It was solid brush in here up till about a week ago, and you could barely get a car through here. It was so covered in brush and weeds and stuff. And Island Timberland took it upon himself to open it up for us. We applied, and this is what they've done. They've actually put in this cleared away so we can launch boats here where the banks were.
I think you've actually got 2 boat launches here, don't you?
Yes, we do. We have another one down at the other end. So we spent quite a bit of time clearing up glass and nails and sharp rocks and things like that. But we really appreciate Island Timberland's efforts to give us this, and they're really going to help us out a lot. As you know, there's hardly any room at the ramp at Sproat Lake, So we couldn't handle all the boats at that location. It'd be a mess. So we're very happy to have this.
And I guess I should clarify, because this area has been cleared. These will be the pits. This will be where the boat owners have their boats and trailers.
Yes, some of them will, and if they have work to do on their boats, this will be the main pit area. And there's, for lack of room over there. We also have the old community hall if we need it, if we're desperate, if we get a huger than normal crowd. I don't know how many we're going to get, but we're expecting 25 to 5,000.
I know you're going to get a big crowd. 2,500 is way low ball. You're going to get at least 5,000 people coming out to the revived Sproat Lake Regatta, July 19th and 20th. It's going to be a big event. If you love boats, you might want to enter. If you love watching boats, if you love being on the lake, if you just want to support your community, this is an event to come out and be part of. There are things happening all weekend long. It will start on the Friday night, go through the 19th and the 20th. And you know what? Like every event in the Alberni Valley, it requires volunteers to make it happen. So we're going to be talking about that in just a minute. But before we do that, Jenny Fortin stops off at one of the other beautiful spots in the Alberni Valley where she catches up with some teenagers who are learning from a national champion. Well, hello again. It didn't take long for us to get on the water. What's the point of coming out to Sproat Lake if you don't get out on a boat? And I'm out here with my friend Pete, who's going to tell us a little bit about how you can get involved in the Sproat Lake Regatta, because you guys need some volunteers.
We need lots of volunteers. All the help we can get would be appreciated. People that are committed to come and do the different tasks that are needed. We really need you to come out and promise your opportunity to help.
And you know, of all the volunteer opportunities that come up, and we hear about a lot of them, this one is going to be a lot of fun because you are going to be out at the lake for one of the biggest events of the year.
Oh, Sproat Lake is one of the nicest lakes in the world, and it's a real opportunity, one, to show it off, and two, to use it. We've got 3 wonderful days planned. It could be heaven. And
we talked a little bit about some of the events. I don't even think we talked about the poker derby. Because there is a poker derby.
Yes, the poker derby is actually a poker run.
Poker run, yes. Sorry.
And they've got it all mapped out. There's many areas which cover basically the whole lake, all the different arms. And it's not a time race kind of thing. You just got to go, get your slip, sign off, and go to the next one and enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride, enjoy volunteering and help organize the ride. There are the races, there are all sorts of events, and every one of them will require volunteers.
Very true.
So what is the best way for people to get a hold of you? Should they reach you through Facebook, or I know you have a website?
The website is great. Perhaps the Facebook is the best opportunity.
Okay.
And through that, we can communicate back and forth and or phone numbers.
Perfect. So there you have it. If you want to get involved in one of the best events that's going to come up this summer, give them a call, give them a Facebook message, and volunteer your time, because it's going to be a lot of fun. I know Pete and I are going to stay out in the boat for a little while longer. I'm not going back to work right away.
I hope to get Nancy in a bathing suit.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah.
At any rate, we do have a couple more stories for you before we say goodbye. Well, that does bring us to the end of another Go Island. Pete and I are going to take advantage of this sunshine and go for a bit of a spin. Until we meet again, be good to each other.
Aaron Vissia Financial Go Island is brought to you by Aaron Vissia Financial, supporting community and providing personalized advice and service to clients since 1996. Our team is ready to help you with your financial future.